Hey, what's up, guys? Bullseye here again with another comic book haul. I went back to a honey hole of basically, long story short, these all cost me about 14 cents each. So I'm starting off with some of the better finds. If you're not aware, this is a very rare book. Goes for quite a bit of money. I know a couple people have shown it very recently. Part of the reason I grabbed it. It's the spine isn't perfect, but for 14 cents I'll get it. This I made a trade with a friend of mine for. He found it, and after we finished, we're going through each other's stuff, we worked out a little trade. I was really happy to get this. I guess it was hot because it was originally first winged Venom, but that's cooled down now. We got first Witchblade, Cyblade She number 1, or part 1, Battle of the Independents. Make sure it's Cyblade She and not She Cyblade if you're looking for that one. I've made that mistake before. There was another one that my friend found, and we worked out a little trade. It's like retailer appreciation variant or something for Dark Arc number 1. I know this book has some heat, so happy to get that. It was hard to find sold listings for these. I guess these were hot at some point. Grunge Comics presents number 1, and I also got number 2. Not really big into those bands or anything particularly, so I think I might try to flip those. Adventures of Mighty Max Zero. This seems like it can go for a bit. It's not in the best shape. Mighty Max was kind of like Polly Pocket for boys. It was really cool, like little play sets, very spooky. Happy to get that. Hopefully can upgrade that someday. Very cool Joker cover. That's the only reason I grabbed it. This is an upgrade to my copy just because of the black spine. It's a little harder to get high grade. This is a pretty nice, clean copy. No spine ticks that I saw. One of the few issues of That Yellow Bastard I needed, part 5 of Sin City. And this is a local comic shop day variant for Moonshine number 1 with Frank Miller art. I love Frank Miller. That's another one my friend found. I think he just grabbed 2 of them and gave me one, so happy to get that too. I have so many books. I'm going to try and break this up into a few hauls because it'll just be too long. Got some The Mask Returns. This is part 4. And part 2 here. Sorry that these are out of order. How to pick up girls if you're a comic book geek. Oh, and there's The Mask Returns number 1. Hiding behind. So, just need to. I'm getting pretty close to having all the Mac stuff that I want. I just still need Volume 1, I think. Okay. Doing pretty good on time. I think I'll try to keep this at the 10-15 minute mark. We got Lobo the Mask. This is 2 of 2. This set can go for a little bit, so happy to find this one. I guess I love Mark Miller. I think it's pronounced Miller, even though it's spelled with an A. Love his writing. Have not read this yet, and I guess it's got some hype. This is both covers for issue 1, and I got 2 of this. I guess they're making it into a series or something. So, Astro City, I got the first 3 books. Alex Ross art. But, just kind of spec if anything ever happens with it. 14 cents a book. I can take a little bit of a risk. This was actually a buck. These two were a buck each. I didn't have this issue, and I love Miracle Man, so I bought it. My buddy did find, I think, a number 19 there, which he said was one of the harder books to find. This was another book my friend found and he gave to me. Beautiful David Finch cover of Xena. Really, really like this. I don't know, I might try and track down a Virgin or something. I haven't even looked into it, so I don't know. Jenny Friesen cover for Swords of Sorrow, number 1. You got Red Sonja, Vampirella, and what's her name, Deja Thoris or something. And I was able to find one Art Germ cover for the Grimm Fairy Tales stuff. This one, Neverland Hook, number 1, so I grabbed it. Got Misbegotten Runaway Nun, number 1. I always thought nuns were cool. There's a couple really cool covers for this series that I think I'd like to pick up. Love this stuff. There's also a Wolf in Red mini-series from Dark Horse, and I think I have number 1 of that. But just a beautiful cover. Love this style. Just gorgeous. Really happy to grab that. Gene Simmons Dominatrix lesson number 1. You know, it's nothing crazy, but this was my friend of mine is hugely into Femforce, and I don't know, I peeked at it. There were a few that I wanted. This was one of them. There's not too many that I'm really into, but grab that one. Got some Bomb Queen stuff. I love Bomb Queen. Very funny, very politically incorrect and raunchy, sexy. Highly recommend checking it out. And I've been looking for it for ages, and I've only found stuff I had, so happy to find some stuff I needed. Dude, look at this cover. I mean, it's just so nutty. I love this series. This is Bomb Queen Divine Comedy, number 1. I mean, I love villains. You know, I like the cheesecake. I like the humor. It's got it all. This is a spooky cover. I don't know what's going on there. Ugh. Okay. Guess we got time for a few more. Start working our way through here. Didn't pick up many Marvel books, but this is a run I'd really like to start getting. I have 1 or 2 from it. I know they borrowed heavily from this for the Black Panther movie, from this particular run. So got number 12 there, and just working on getting all my Garth Ennis war stories. You know, especially when they're so cheap. These are just a few that I didn't have. Recommend anything by Ennis. I pick it all up. Oops, sorry about that. Picking up, any Ennis I find. Also, just gonna try to complete this run of Why the Last Man. This is issue 24. And this is 58 and 59. And this was like an early Blade of the Immortal. I'm trying to complete this whole run. This was one I didn't have. It's a little rough, but again, 14 cents. This was weird. There's a sticker on the comic. Wonder if they got the numbering wrong or something. And then these is cool. Some old James Bond. I think these are Eclipse. This is an Eclipse series. James Bond, Permission to Die. I got them all, and it's awesome. And I got some Dark Horse James Bond too. This is Serpent's Tooth, Book 1. Serpent's Tooth, Book 2. So, gonna have to hunt down 3. And then I got Part 3 of the Quasimodo Gambit. So, looking forward to getting those. And I'll do one more stack here, and that'll be it. Okay, so last stack, but then I might shoot a second video tonight, so look for it the next day or two. This is just an upgrade to a copy I have already. Dark Horse Presents 51 with some Sin City stuff. This I got because it's got a Mark Schultz story in it. It's the one on the cover with that beautiful Williamson art. These guys did Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. This is really cool. I love Jeff Darrow and Big Guy and Rusty the Boy Robot. And I guess this is print some of their stories in here. And they're on the cover. Great series. This was another one of this was the one and only, this is the last dollar book that I got, besides from the Miracle Man. This was also a bug, so number 12, I figured why not. It's in pretty good shape. These I got just because they're specifically part of the Terminator 2 like universe. Got 0, number 1 of Cybernetic Dawn, and I got 1, and I got 3 there. Oh, and 4 of Nuclear Twilight. And then this is a run. I can't recommend this series highly enough. Same with the movies, they're amazing. I've almost got it complete now. So Lone Wolf and Cub number 30. Another great series I'm trying to get everything for. Even I think I might try to get all the variants just to have it all. I love this series. The movie is terrible. Literally, they only had the first issue from the series when they wrote the entire script. And so this is just kind of a dossier. I have number 1 of this series, so I saw 2, grabbed it. I like cyberpunk stuff. Really looking forward to that game coming out. And then this is kind of like some video game stuff this was based on a video game that I remember playing and enjoying. I think all this stuff is going to be video game stuff coming up. Killer Instinct. This is number 2 of 3. This is number 3. I have number 1 already. And this is the special. So completed that series. Keenan Lynch number 1. I love these video games, man. These are one of the few ones I really disagreed with the reviews. I got terrible reviews, and I loved this game. Both of them. I still play the second one on PC. Primal Rage number 1. Just grabbing it because it's based on an old video game I remember. Clerks, The Lost Scene. It's written by Kevin Smith. And Jane Silent Bob. This is 4 of 4. And that is going to do it for this haul, guys. But I basically have a full short box left here, so stay tuned. There's another one coming up in the next day or two. I really appreciate all the support. Let me know your favorites in the comments. Please like and subscribe. It definitely helps out. All right.